Hello. Yes, is that good news? Can someone tell me whether they can hear me? Brilliant. Thank you. We're in. It's quiz time. In 11 minutes, we're all going to do a quiz to try and win some money. What's the prize fund? It's £40 and 75 pence. Not as good as last week, but people are very hungover after yesterday. Anybody who can't hear, click the speaker icon in the bottom left. The voice of reason, Mr. Binty Blair, has arrived. Do you listen to his advice? It's sage and on point. Looks like I'm broadcasting from the beyond. Oh, I see. This is office space that I've hired. You see, our internet in my own house doesn't work properly, and so I've hired office space in Croydon. This is how glamorous my life is going. Hello, Philly Bob. Welcome to the game. Stephen Hawking's football boots. Surely not the team from the Quiz Night episode of The Office, Series 1, the year 2000. No, year 2000. Oh, okay. Year 2001, I'm being reminded. Do I play poker, Paul? No, I don't play poker. I don't even know the difference between a full house and a three of a kind. I'll be honest with you, Stephen Hawking. I used to be a gambling addict. Horses, greyhounds, that sort of thing. I'm not going to play poker at any stage in my life. Although when my Parkinson's kicks in, my poker face should be pretty damn useful. I've got expressions on my face right now. Yeah, I really thought, do Parkinson's people have to be drug tested before a game of international poker? What's my favourite food, Philly Bob? Do you know I'm not sure there's a correct answer to that. Really posh tandoori food, really upmarket, or ribs. Love my ribs, Chinese spare ribs, salt and pepper rather than barbecued. I wouldn't be. I'm not good at any card games, Stephen. It's just not my thing. What's your favourite food, Philly Bob? I'm guessing it's a Chicago style pizza. I'm just guessing. Got nothing to base it on. Curry or biryani? I'll tell you what, really, really great biryani is probably one of the great foods on earth. I'm lucky enough that both my mum and dad make an extraordinary biryani. It's what I had on my 50th birthday. No, I didn't, nor did I have any intention of getting to the pub. Um, just I'm not ready for that level of noise just yet. When you say you love it, Philly Bob, do you mean biryani, or do you mean the horror film remake It? Biryani. Martansky, I wish I knew how you felt, but actually I've only got drunk once since lockdown, and I still don't feel any better. Fair play, you are indeed Scottish, as you can tell from the classic Scottish name Martansky. You're not related to Adamski, are you? Pile on, the prize money is going up bit by bit. It's now £49.50. Last week I had great drama. Someone walked home with all 116 odd pounds themselves. It was very, very exciting if you like that sort of thing. Let's not forget This isn't just an opportunity to stare at the guy from the chase and go, "What's up with his neck?" This is also an opportunity to quiz, to answer quiz questions. And there we have the tale of why Martin is called Martansky. His surname is Martin, and they stuck a ski on the end just because of Adamski. Oddly enough, Adamski had a hit with Crazy, which was covered by Seal. And my friends used to call me Seal because I had a lot of facial scarring at the time. So a little coincidence there. Seal had the last laugh though. Dated Heidi Klum. If I could sing like him, the chase would be a very different show, Montansky. If I could sing like Seal or indeed Adamski, there would be something every show. Any opportunity to sing Kiss from a Rose or Crazy or any of the other songs by Seal. Every cash builder. The Beast can't sing, I'm afraid. It's The Beast can't sing. The damage caused to his vocal cords by relentless all-you-can-eat buffets. Philly Bob, do you get on with all the other chasers? We get on like a house on fire. Although I have to say that a house on fire is not a pleasant situation. What an odd phrase, he says, channeling Alan Partridge. Getting on like a house on fire. What's happening with the much vaunted, oh, good use of the word vaunted, Mr. Martin. What's happening with the much vaunted new chaser? Can you indulge the public? I can. We don't know. That's the answer. TV has its own set of rules and regulations. And right now, thanks to lockdown, none of us have any idea what's going on with anything. Which is why, when we're offered relatively low paid work on a Sunday evening, we say, "Yes, I shall be a host for Quizando." Quizando has long been my favourite medium by which to both ask and answer questions. I'm broke. Stephen Hawking's football boots. I was nowhere near any party last night. I think I would have gone to a party. I've been invited by friends, but I've got a lot of comedy writing to do. Rixie88. I shall take your advice on SJB. I shall also take your advice. Both Rixie88 and SGB. SJB, is it any better now? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your feedback. Can it really be that the quiz is going to start in 2 minutes and 24? It seems that way. The jackpot is rising steadily but surely. 65.25. Are you going to? Is it going to be shared? Do not forget, by the way, and I forgot to mention this last week, for which I'm very, very sorry. You have 3 passes. Don't forget to use those passes. If you don't know the answer to a question, don't guess. Use the passes. You've got 3 of them. Got 83. Got a lot of comedy writing to do. I'm just not doing it. I know how you feel. I have a Radio 4 script that I'm meant to be writing. I'm 2/3 of the way there. Literally. Like 3/5 of the way. Hello, Scrappy. Thank you, SGB. Thank you, Martansky. I shall make sure that I speak constantly into the mic. I will tell Quizando to buy me a fancy headset. It's not their fault, actually. I left my fancy headset in my home today before coming out. I hope you can see, Scrappy, that I did cut my hair from last week. Turkish barber, London Bridge. Expensive, but worth every penny. Office space bifector. This is office space that I've hired in Croydon for this sort of occasion. Was the quiz really going to start in 40 seconds? Yeah, sorry, Dot83. Use your passes. Hello, Connor. I am indeed going to bring it on, Glocko. You'll be shocked by some of the things that you're about to hear over the next 17 minutes or so. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Do not forget your 3 passes, guys. We have a jackpot of 75.75. 1 second. Quiz is about to start. Rixie, I'm looking at your sage advice. Hello. Right, before we start, is there anybody that can't hear me? Can anyone indicate on the screen if they can't hear me? Mike's cutting in and out. Could be a battery issue. It's not a battery issue. You're very quiet. Ollie, can you help me out here? Welcome to my technical assistant, amanuensis, and indeed husband, Ollie. Give him away, Ollie. Can you sort out the sound? Is that working? Any improvement here? Give me some indication, guys. Wow. What a useful husband I have. Are we ready for the first question, ladies and gentlemen? Now it's soft again. That's a bit too personal, Don. Right. Are we ready for the first question? Here goes. What is 1/8 as a percentage? 18%, 16%, 8%, 12.5%. Time's up. I know this one. It's 12.5%. Indeed it is. How many of you got it right, though? Well, 5 have been knocked out. Mark PB, Stephen Hawking's football boots, C. Curtin, Binty, and Stone Cold all had the option of using a pass, but none of them chose that option. 24 of you answered correctly at 12.5%. I think that's quite a tricky old question for your first one out. So well done. The 24 were still in the game. Next question. This flag belongs to which country? Grenada, Peru, Canada, or Cyprus? Not seen in the 76 Olympics, where Canada did not win a single gold in their own Montreal Olympics. That is Canada, 24. Nobody got knocked out. No passes used. We're all big fans of a maple leaf, it seems. Just going to go to show chat and go, are we all right? Just say yes. Are we all okay? Are you hearing me clearly? Brilliant. We shall move on. Question number 3. In chess, which piece may move any distance but only diagonally? Queen, rook, knight, bishop. I know this. It's bishop, only diagonally. How many of you play chess? Well, a lot of you play chess. 24 through. Passes used 2. I enjoyed chess because you get the opportunity to take a knight with a queen or a knight with a bishop, and that's an opportunity that everyone should take at some stage. Next question. Who is the video game mascot Mario's younger brother? Is it Julio, Matteo, Luigi, or Silvio? Some very imaginative Italian names there. Surname, of course, is Mario. He's known as Mario. His brother is known as Luigi Mario. But how many of you got it right? A very straightforward question for today's generation. I always get mixed up with Wario and Bowser and Toad. That's just my thing. I once got a question wrong on Mario Kart on the chase a few years ago, and mentioned that my ex-boyfriend used to play Mario Kart. And the newspapers ran the headline: Paul Sinha admits he's gay, failed to get a question on Mario Kart correctly. So apparently that's the thing. That is the thing. If you get a question wrong on Mario Kart, you must be gay. I always thought it was if you bonked other men. Anyway, next question. Ooh, what company is this? This is the sort of thing I'm utterly shit at. Lenovo, Hewlett Packard, AMD, or Microsoft. Right, it's Microsoft. I'd have gone out here. Can't see things, can't do colors, can't do shapes. So well done if you can do that a lot better than me. 23 of you. One went knocked out for AMD, which is an interesting answer given that I have absolutely no idea what or who AMD is. Unlucky Glocko, we will see you next week. There are 23 people still left in the game. Glocko, are you still there? Just give us a thumbs up if you're still there. What on earth made you go for the most obscure one of the lot? Or was it a Glocko is not prepared to give us an explanation for his or indeed her? Ah, right, I see. It's the Microsoft logo as well. There we go. Some muscles and a thumbs up from Rixie88. As we go to the next question. Which nation won the inaugural FIFA World Cup in 1930? Was it Argentina? Was it Italy? Was it Uruguay? Was it Brazil? How many of you know your football history? Uruguay is the answer. They were the 1928 Olympic champions as well. And all of you got it right. And I believe every game was played at the same stadium, the Olympico Stadium in Montevideo. And it is indeed Uruguay who went on to win it again in 1950. And then later on, cheat Ghana out of the World Cup semi-final when Luis Suarez, who of course I can't say anything about because I don't want to upset Liverpool fans, deliberately handled the ball to get sent off. They're a team replete with gamesmanship, is how I'd call Uruguay. But very well answered. We now move on to the next question. Which of these verbs is not rather also a noun? Nap, lie down, relax, rest. This is all about grammar. Let's see how you sorted this out. The answer is relax. And unlucky for Dodd83, Twid, Donho30, Dave Spencer, who've all not spotted that relax is not a noun. Relax is a noun. It was a big single hit for Frankie Goes to Hollywood in 1984, as any Liverpudlian knows. Dominated the charts all year. But as a word in the English language, there isn't such a thing as a relax. Whereas you can have a nap, a lie down, or a rest. I'm very impressed that there are 19 players still through. There are a lot of passes that have been used. Just let us know how many passes have you got left. Let's see what we're up against here. E Park is on his last pass. Rixie88, Martansky, Libshaw, Matt Roberts is on 1. Philborn on 1. Anybody on 3? Theatre Guy. the one to watch. Theatre Guy still has 3 passes. Those could prove supremely useful. The next question. What band is this? Is it ABBA, the Bangles, Bucks Fizz, or Boney M? I'll be very surprised if it's not number 1. It's number 1. There you go, ABBA. Who knew that a photograph of ABBA would be ABBA? All 19 of you knew that was ABBA. That might be the easiest question I've ever seen in my life. Bucks Fizz have blokes in them. Bangles got a really, really tall one. Bucks Fizz don't have, and I don't know why I just said that about Bucks Fizz. Absolute nonsense. And Boney M were black. That did not look like Boney M. Next question. Oh, now we're talking. Titan is a moon of which planet? Is it Uranus, Jupiter, Mars, or Saturn? Despite its name, it's only the second largest moon in the solar system, and it's the largest moon of Saturn. Wow, you're good. 16 of you got it right. Unlucky Matt Robert, 86. Unlucky the legend that is E. Parker. Unlucky Theatre Guy. Uranus is the largest moon. Titania, also the first name of a very bad feminist parody comedian. The largest moon of Jupiter is Ganymede. The largest moon of Mars is Phobos. The largest moon of Saturn is indeed Titan. Ganymede, Jupiter's largest moon, is the largest moon in the solar system. A lot of showboating. Which of these birds can fly? Emu, flamingo, ostriches, penguin. It's Flamingos, also the name of a hotel in Las Vegas that I stayed in for a week and a half in 2003, and 15 of you got it right. Ironically, the player who calls themselves Quack Attack thinks that the answer is emu. I imagine you call yourself Quack Attack because, ironically, you don't know which birds can fly and which birds can't fly. If you see a flying emu, go, run for your life. You are in a parallel universe. Next question. What film is this scene from? Rush Hour, Beverly Hills Cop 2, 3, sorry, The Last Action Hero, or Men in Black? If any of you get this wrong, I don't know what's going on. It is Rush Hour. That's Jackie Chan. Of course it's Rush Hour. That's Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. And not surprisingly, 15 of you got that right. You'd have to have a horrific failure of finger coordination to have got that wrong. Passes used once. One person lost their pass. We have 15 players fighting for this 75.75 prize fund. Good luck with your next question. Oh, no, this is a tough. Which heavy metal band released the album British Steel in 1980? Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, or Motorhead? Time is up. This is going to sort some people out, I have a feeling. Judas Priest, led by the openly gay lead. Oh, you all got it. Wow. I was not expecting 15 out of 15 people to get that. Clearly, either you're massive fans of heavy metal or you're massive fans of the betrayal of Jesus Christ towards the end of his life. Either way, you all got Judas Priest. I see, 6 passes used. So 9 of you knew it, 6 of you used your passes in a very sensible, intelligent way. But you must be running out of passes now as we move on to the next question. Including TV and the non-Eon productions, who was the third actor to play James Bond? My word. The answer is David Niven. I'll explain the answer in a second. 8 of you got it. 8 players through, 7 knocked out, 7 passes used. So 7 of the people that are through did so because they used a pass. I think that the first James Bond on telly was Barry Pepper, Barry, somebody. Bob Holness, Barry Nelson. Bob Holness played him on the radio. Barry Nelson played on the telly. So the second one was Sean Connery and Dr. No. And then non-Eon, the parody film Casino Royale starred David Niven as James Bond. I have a funny feeling there were other characters called James Bond in the film as well. That was a tough question because you had to know that someone had played him on telly first. So well done, those of you, or one of you that got it right, getting it right, and 7 of you who used the pass in the way that it's meant to be used. Next question. Right, Prospero, Ariel, and Caliban are characters from which Shakespeare play? Henry of Erin, The Tempest, Midsummer Night's Dream, or The Winter's Tale? It's The Tempest. And 7 of you got it right. We lose squares trivia. Coincidentally, Stephen Hawking's football boots is named after a fake team in the quiz show episode of The Office. In the quiz night episode of The Office, they end by correctly saying that The Tempest is the play in which Caliban appears. So I think that Stephen Hawking's football boots would have got that one right. There are 7 left. This is very exciting. Which way is it going to go? We have no idea. Which country? Oh, good lord! Which country is this dictator from? Greece, Portugal, Italy, or Spain? Good luck with this one, guys. I think it might be Franco. Let's have a look. It's Franco. The answer is for Spain. Francisco Franco, dictator of Spain. We lose Cat Ass City. Cat's Ass City. Cat's City. 3 passes used, 6 players through. Sorry to see you go, Catsacity. Back to the chat room. Has anybody got any passes left? Is anyone prepared to admit to having passes they can still use? Just give us the exact number of passes you still have, guys. Nope. Nobody wants to play that game. All right. Next question. Which of these events of the 19th century occurred first? The coronation of Queen Victoria, the outbreak of the First Boer War, the completion of Nelson's column, and the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to go for 3. Ooh, no, it's not. Right, okay. It's the coronation of Queen Victoria. Tough question. And I'm not surprised that you see Nelson won Trafalgar in 1805, and the coronation of Queen Victoria was 1837. So it clearly took a good 40 years at least for them to get round to saying thank you to Lord Nelson, who was long, long dead and wouldn't be grateful at all. But those of you that went for the coronation of Queen Victoria, you are correct. Sorry to see you go. SAP 6888, Urban Sombrero, and Bifecta. We have 3 players left. It's SJB, it's Scotty, and it's Grossel 882. I've got my hand on my heart and say, I'll be long gone by this stage. I certainly haven't got all of these questions right. One of you, at the very least, is going to go home with some money. Next question. Which of these jazz musicians is not a saxophone? Charlie Parker, Rollins, and John Coltrane. The answer is Charles Mingus. In the words of Meghan Trainor, he was all about that bass. Looks like you all knew it. 3 correct. You're all still in it. What a time to get a sneezing attack. Has COVID-19 returned to ruin my life? We'll find out next week. In the meantime, it's the next question. Ooh, the Normandy landings in 1944 occurred in which month? March, June, August, May. When is D-Day? It's June. I think it's June the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm expecting all three of you to get that. Let's see. All three of you have got that. I don't think that was the world's most difficult question. This is very, very exciting. Next question. This flag belongs to which country? New Zealand, Australia, Tuvalu, or Fiji? It's definitely not New Zealand or Australia. So which one is it? It's Fiji, the legends of Rugby Rugby Sevens. Three of you are still in the game. SJB, Scotty, Gross82, in chat. Thank you very much for saying bless you. Do any of you people know each other, the three that are still left? Just asking if any of you people know each other with your long-time rivals, not in the flesh. That wasn't quite what I was asking. Right, next question. Who won an Oscar for Best Actor in 1990, 2008, 2013? Those are the years that was actually given. Time's up. If you know who's the only person to have ever won 3 Best Actor Oscars, you know it's Daniel Day-Lewis. And you know it's Daniel Day-Lewis. The films were My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, and Lincoln. SJB, Scott Gross 882. You just knew. You good players. Next question. The Foundation series is written by which famous sci-fi author? Ian M. Banks, Orson Scott Card, Frank Herbert, or Isaac Asimov? It's Isaac Asimov. He's the only one that wrote a series of books called the Foundation series. Very big on his robots. You don't need to know that. You got it all right. I read something about him today and I've forgotten already what it is. Short-term memory loss. Could it be dementia? Find out next year. Next question. Which film? Ooh. Mean Streets, Raging Bull, or Goodfellas? I think the answer is Mean Streets. Let's have a look. It is Mean Streets. You look, one of you at least would have gone for Taxi Driver. Yes, good prediction for me. One of you went for Taxi Driver. Sorry to be smug, because SJB, but I'm very pleased to correctly predict what was going to happen. I think Mean Streets was about 75, 74, maybe even 73, whereas Taxi Driver was undoubtedly 76. Let's get back into chat. We have 2 players left. Can you see me on the screen, the 2 players that are left? Yes. In which case, I'm only saying that because I can say, are you looking at me? It's a Taxi Driver. There's good luck. There are some questions to go. Who is this talented Marguerite Brockman, Daphne Ackles, Suzanne Long, and Mola Mallory? They know how to end a game, don't they? I'm going to go for Suzanne Longlong on grounds. She's the only one that I've heard of. And it is Suzanne Longlong. And you both got it right. Suzanne Longlong was one of the greats of the 1920s. Who then couldn't play in Wimbledon anymore because she turned up late to a game that was watched by one of the English duchesses. And the crowd started booing her because she turned up late. That's the class system that we need to get rid of in this country if you want an opinion from me. Anyway. We now move on to the next question. Who's going to win the money? What's the capital of Bhutan? Is it Kathmandu? Is it Vientiane? Is it Thimphu? Or is it Mandalay? Mandalay is a real place and not just in the imagination of Robin Williams, but this is Thimphu. It's Thimphu, which is the capital of Bhutan. And you both got it right. You're both proper quizzes. It's great to see. Next question. Which of these famous scientists was the last to be born? Mr. Einstein, Ms. Curie, Charles Darwin, Alexander Fleming. I think I'm really sure. My guess is Fleming. And it is Alexander Fleming. He won his Nobel Prize in the 1940s, 1920s. Thoughts? And you both got it wrong. So we have joint winners. It's Grossell882 and Scotty. You share a prize pool of 75 points. What a, I can see why you're here. Well played. Well done, you two. Great answers throughout. And I must say, there was at least 2 questions there that I would not have got. So fair play to you guys. Those were superb answers. Do try and apply for the chase at some stage. If you do, send me your name and I'll make sure that we don't play each other. I don't want to lose. Thank you very much. I shall see you. Well, Scotty, you're right. You shouldn't have used a pass on ABBA. That was clearly ABBA. That wasn't Bucks Fizz. I don't like to patronise people. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong. Bye, Rixie. Bye, Don Ho. Bye, Theatre Guy. Thank you very much.